Welcome back, everybody. Hope you've all had a great Wednesday evening so far, and it has been a nice evening out across most of western Oregon. Have not seen a lot of cloud cover, pretty much clear skies. That should hopefully get those temperatures back a bit cooler. We sat the last couple of mornings in the upper 50s, so not the best sleeping weather, but I do think we'll likely be able to shave off a few degrees tonight. Not only do we not get that warm this afternoon, 80s, but still not as warm as we were the last couple of days, but we also still have some of that westerly wind starting to push in, some of the marine layer moving back in. Let's check out the current conditions across most of the Storm Tracker 9 Live Radar Sweep, Western Oregon Sweep. We've got pretty much looking at clear skies anywhere from Corvallis all the way down as you get towards Sutherland. Same thing out towards the coast, Newport, and out to North Bend. Just off the beach is looking at some clear skies. We're starting to see the clouds move on back in again. You can see the sweep, and there they are, just kind of moving their way back. I don't think they'll be as strong as they go over over the Coast Range tonight. Could see maybe a quick hour of some early cloud cover tomorrow, but I think it won't be as widespread as what we saw this morning. Thus, the temperatures will start off a little warmer earlier in the morning and early afternoon, should be racing out into the mid to upper 80s by tomorrow afternoon. Explain why that is in just a second. 59 out in Corvallis, same thing as you get up towards the mountains or Odell Lake, and same thing up towards the Santiam Junction. 68 in Bend, a little cooler in Lapine there at 63, checking in at 63 also in Eugene right now, 61 in Cottage Grove, 71 down in Roseburg, and low 50s as we head out to the coastline. So wider snapshot shows last night we were looking at some of those showers and a couple of good thunderstorms firing their way across Baker City, moving up into the northeastern tip of the state. Most of that is pushed well east of us now. We had some nasty thunderstorms flaring from right outside of Billings, Montana, moving northward up towards Great Falls. But other than that, it has been all quiet across the northwest. And in fact, no rain today. The rain deficit now sitting at about 15.5 inches for the year. As Brian mentioned, the Fern Ridge Reservoir, very, very low levels there too. 82 degrees, right about where we should be this time of year. But that'll be the last day that we'll see temperatures near average as we'll start to warm up. Now check this out. Look at that 100 degrees out towards Ontario today and 90s from Pendleton down to Burns. So the hot air is out there, but it's being kept, so to speak, at bay, partially because we've had a good southwesterly and westerly flow from this area of low pressure. Well, we've got a high building to the north of that. The low is still sitting offshore, and we're also watching the jet stream start to move back up into southern British Columbia. As that happens, we'll start to get some of that warmer air from that big area of high pressure sitting across much of the central Rockies to move in, and that means warmer afternoons for us, especially as we get in towards Friday, and I think Saturday going into the weekend too. So here's how it breaks down. We'll stay toasty for most of the weekend, starting with the warm-up tomorrow, and then heat relief probably not coming until about Wednesday or even Thursday of next week. We'll see that ridge flatten out just a bit, but it is going to hold position, and that means it'll pretty much kind of lock itself into place here over the northwest over the next couple of days. So low 60s in Newport, back to the mid 60s as we get in towards the south coast. Right around 70 degrees, morning clouds Friday, Sunday morning. Otherwise, it is going to be pretty much quiet conditions out to the coast. Warmer in the Umpqua Basin tomorrow as the temperatures will be back in the low 90s. We'll see some morning clouds both Friday and Saturday morning, and not much relief from the heat coming over the next 4 to 5 days. In the Cascades, sunny and warm, temperatures in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees. Bend and Redmond also looking at a warm forecast, 80s tomorrow, 90s across the board for the weekend. And then in the valley, we'll see a breezy afternoon, but I don't think it will take much relief off of that 88. And certainly by the time we get to Friday and Saturday, could see some morning cloud cover, Brian, but still I'm expecting this to get back up into the low 90s, not only just this weekend, but you see all the way out until about next Tuesday or Wednesday.
Looking nice and saucy there.
Yeah, it's going to be quiet.
Yeah. Thanks, Justin.
Yeah.